Today, I'm transforming a regular old Minecraft village into a rainbow one. But there's a twist. I can only use vanilla Minecraft blocks for the exterior of the builds. This Minecraft village has 8 buildings, 2 farms, and a town square. And I'll be rebuilding it all, starting with a town square, a pet shop, a coffee shop, a clothing shop, a playground, a fishing shop, an arcade, a garden, and a hotel. Wait, this would be the perfect place to put a fishing shop. I'll probably put a clothing store right next to the fishing shop. I really love the fountain in the middle of town square, so I'm probably gonna keep some elements of that, but with a little bit of color. Rainbow Village! And this is our fishing shop. I got really lucky with this one because birchwood and oakwood is basically yellow, right? On this side, we have a tall 2-story tower to add a bit of dimension. And then we have our main area with a wraparound dock and a back fishing area where you can fish off the back of the dock. Now, time to decorate. I've picked out a couple different yellows. Yeah, you're right. The light sand is cuter. And for the floors, I think I like having both of the sand colors together. For the fishing shop, I think I want to include some baits, some poles for sale, and a little area where you can cook and clean your fish that you catch outside. I want to include places where people can sit and eat their fish, so I'll put a chair here, a tall stool to act as a table, and then I'm gonna put a couple more tables and chairs. I should probably add an oven and some knives to clean your fish with. We'll put yellow shelf cabinets on top of the windows to kind of act like they're bookshelves. That's where you can buy all of your fishing books. Guys, look what I found. It's a fish, and it's eating my head! I can't take myself seriously with this thing on my head. I think I'll put the fish tanks in the windows and probably put some fairy lights over the windows as well. Since these fairy lights don't actually fit on the 3-block area, I'm gonna use regular fairy lights to fill in that space. I really want the fishing net to be above the door, but I'm afraid it won't fit. It does fit! Amazing! I wanted to add a yellow notepad here for decoration. You know, to keep tally of all the fish you catch. I really love this spool of thread because it kind of looks like fishing line, just way bigger. I'll also add a couple lights to brighten the place up, and I'll put a couple fishing poles on the wall for decoration. I almost forgot about the trophy racks. Put one above the door here, one above the window, and 2 on the wall. I'll fill in this space with some yellow carpet. That way your dogs stay nice and cozy. Oh, and I'll give each table a little cooked fish for them to eat. Moving along to the dock, I think I want to extend the dock pillars a little bit. Make them yellow, of course. And string fairy lights from them. Oh my gosh, it's so cute! Outside the back door, I'll put some coolers for our fish that we catch. We'll put a couple barrels on each side. Now we can fish in peace. And that's the yellow fishing shop. Moving on to the pink clothing shop. I already know exactly what wallpaper I want for this building. And you can't go wrong with light, cool pink bricks for the floor. Ta-da! Perfect and pink! First things first, I want to make a really cute window display for the clothing shop. An armor stand right here, one here, and one in the other corner. And I'll dress it with a bunch of pink armor. And I'll add some pink paper lanterns right above them. I want to add a dressing room, but I don't really have a ton of space. So I'm gonna use my frame blocks mod to make the dressing room. I love this mod because I can basically make new walls, but they're not near as thick as whole blocks. Inside the dressing room, we'll do a mirror on each side, a stool in the corner, and some lights. These combinations of pink are so perfect. All right, I think I want to put my cash register area right here, and I want to use the same kind of pink as before. Do I actually have a cash register? Oh, I do! Place that right here. And I know in the cluttered mod, there's pink cabinets somewhere. Yes, oh, that that's adorable. I'll probably put more of these lamps in the corner and some clothing racks. I'll put some potted plants on each side with pretty pink flowers, these really cool pink lights to brighten things up a little bit, and I'll put some glowing item frames with more clothes. Over on this wall, I'll put some bookshelves and some hats. Is this not the cutest pink hat you've ever seen? I want to add a little area where people can sit while their friends try on clothes. And every good clothing store needs a shop cat. To busy up the floors a little bit, I'll add some pink carpet. And for just a little bit more light, we'll put a pink lamp. Moving on to the back, we have a little sitting area, which would look better with some pink brick. I wanted to have a sitting area just in case you got too tired to keep shopping and you dropped. You can never go wrong with fairy lights. We'll do a chair here and a table and one more right over here. We'll put some pink tulips in the garden basket and put some pink carpet everywhere. And that's the pink clothing store. Okay, now it's time for the marketplace. And the color, obviously, is white. I know, technically, this is like an exterior and we're supposed to use vanilla blocks, but there's not really an interior to these. So I'm gonna bend the rules a little bit and make them all white. And I think what I want to do for each of these marketplaces is I think I want to make them all sell a different thing that is white. So for example, this stand is gonna sell white lamps. So I'll decorate it with a bunch of white lamps. I'll just hang some of my favorite lamps over here. Ta-da! Over here at this market, I think I want to do white flowers. I'll put this pot on this side and this one over here. I kind of like the bamboo better. We'll hang this pot in the middle with that one on the side. Some more white flowers. In the back, we'll do some white flower pots and more white flowers. Ta-da! At this next market stand, I want to do white pet beds. Look at all of the cute options. And for this market stand, I'm gonna do white plushies. I didn't even know there were this many white plushies. Look at all of these guys. And that's the white marketplace. Now it's time for the Turquoise Arcade. I know what you're thinking, but Maddie, this is dark blue. Well, ignore that because the inside is gonna be turquoise. I did the best with what I could. I was very limited. Vanilla blocks are hard to build with. I narrowed it down to this wall, but I don't know what floor. Okay, fine, you got me. I'm always gonna opt for the lighter version of something. So let's make this arcade turquoise. I'm thinking for this room, what I'll do is have some arcade games over here, some arcade games over here, and a little pizza parlor area over here. Because the best arcades offer pizza, duh! Claw machines are actually my favorite game to play at arcades because for some reason I always win them. Now it's time to pick out the plushies for the game. A little sheep, a glow squid, an allay, and a parrot. I'll add some paper lanterns to both sides, and maybe a checkered blue carpet. Okay, so don't get mad, but technically these arcade machines aren't all turquoise. But it's literally an arcade, and if I don't get to use these, when will I get to use them? So I'm gonna be mad, and I'm gonna put them in here anyways. But don't worry, I'll put a checkered carpet around to help it blend in a little bit. See, that plus a couple fairy lights should be perfect. And you know what would be even cooler? These turquoise lava lamps. 1 and 2. Guys, I had a brain fart. I forgot we even had cyan carpet. What is wrong with me? Oh my gosh, this definitely is gonna look so much better for our turquoise theme. What is wrong with my brain? Oh my gosh, see, that looks so much better. Moving right along to the pizza parlor. Let's put some sitting areas over here for the pizza parlor. We need a lot of pizza boxes, like as much pizza as possible because we get really hungry playing games. We'll add pizza to each of their tables, and I just feel like there would be posters here. And that's kind of turquoise, right? I'll add some more paper lanterns because you can never have enough paper lanterns, and some more turquoise lamps right when you walk in. The heck is going on? Why are they just disappearing? That's so weird. I've got my eye on you. Like I was saying, I want to have a carpet over here, but the carpet just doesn't work, so we're gonna fake it. I know this is probably the most chaotic way you've ever seen somebody place down a carpet, but just bear with me. It's my ADHD brain. Ta-da! I definitely think we could still lighten the place up a bit. And I really want to put some more decorations in here. All right, I'll place this little guy right here. We'll put another little one right there. We'll put a frog in the window and an octopus in the window. I'll also do some warped blinds. Guys, look at what I found. These are so retro and vintage. It's perfect for the arcade. I think they're called shutter shades. Okay, I'm gonna add some more lamps in here to brighten the place up a bit more. And that's the Turquoise Arcade. For the orange playground, there really wasn't a ton more to do except for the build. We've got stairs that lead to some monkey bars. You just pretend that I'm crossing the monkey bars. We have a really cute rainbow ladder that leads to the lookout. Some more monkey bars to the other tower. And then we have some swings. So in the DecoCraft Toys mod, there are so many different things you can use for a playground. 1 swing, 2 swing, and 3. I love that. Can I ride them? No, I can't ride them. Okay, so for the roundabout, I think I'll put this here. The monkey bars can go here. A couple orange tires everywhere. I'll put some building blocks in the actual towers. And some of these half moon bars right in the middle. And that's the orange playground. This is the purple coffee shop. Once you enter the doors, you'll probably be greeted with the front desk area. And then on either side, I want to have little seating areas where you can sit and enjoy your coffee. I use the dotted violet so often, but I can't help it because it is one of my favorite wallpapers. Plus, it really is kind of giving coffee shop. Like, I can't deny that this is definitely a coffee shop color. Now that we've got the walls and floors done, let's start decorating. I want to use my framed mod in order to make the desk for when you first walk in. Just make these the dotted blocks, and it's not even. Right, so I guess we're gonna have a 4-block long counter. I want to use the amethyst end table for the back area for the coffee mugs and stuff to go. So if I was to put some trap doors on each side and then turn them the color that I want them, put my little cat coffee mugs right here. Oh, I love it. It's adorable. And another jar of coffee. We'll put my coffee grinder right here and a little cup of coffee right there. Okay, technically they're not purple, but I'm gonna use them anyways because they're too cute not to. I really think I want like a structure or something to go like around the front desk to kind of break up the patterns. I have some framed fences and some wool. I'm gonna play with it really quickly and get back to you. Which one looks better? I wanted to have some fairy lights strung on the pillar, kind of like how the fishing shop is. That might be a little low. Ta-da! Okay, that's exactly what I was looking for. That is the perfect structure. The only thing that could make it better is by adding some cups. So I was looking for little cafe signs because it's got a little coffee on it. And I found a retro cafe stained glass. Watch. This is, it's so perfect. I love it. Moving along to the sitting area, I want to do a chair here, a little sitting area right here, and then on the other side, the same exact thing. I think I want to put some fuzzy carpet in the middle of it, maybe a fuzzy carpet leading up to the front desk, and the same thing mirrored on this side. I'm gonna hang some paper lanterns in the corners, and 2 end tables right when you walk in. Now, nobody wants to sit and eat nothing while they're drinking their coffee, so we offer cupcakes and cinnamon buns and coffee. And for a little extra touch, I'll do a purple lava lamp in the windows. And that's the purple coffee shop. And right across the street, we have the red pet store. Look, it's a kitty cat. So I use acacia doors and trapdoors because look, does that not look like a birdhouse? So for the Florian wallpaper, I definitely want to do something that's red. I love the fancy tile. I don't use these enough. I think that would be perfect for a front counter. I think I'm kind of feeling the diagonally dotted light red. Yeah, okay, no, that's exactly what I want. This is exactly the one I want to use. Time to finish the floors. So for this corner, I want to make this a little stair platform area where the pets can like look out of the window, watch everything happen. All the people can see the little cuties. And then over here, I definitely want the front desk to be right when you walk in. I'll build out the platform a little bit. Put some framed stairs here, make them diagonally dotted. And we have our little platform. I'll decorate it with a couple of fairy lights. And now I'll add our pets. Okay, wait, I'm gonna put the villager facing the window. I'll put the mushroom right here, the little pear boy right here, and the red sheep on this side. I think I'm gonna put the strider here so I can look at him. Stop! It's a red frog and a red octopus. And their lights! I'll put the octopus here and the little frog right here. Now I just need a water and food bowl for them. That way they're able to eat and drink as much as they want. Moving back to the front desk, I'll put some framed blocks right here. All right, and now I'll do some fancy light red tile. Wait, I know I have an aquarium. Hang on. Fish tank, yes! Probably want to put them right in here and add some trap doors to decorate them with. That really brings in the color of like the darker red outside the building. I'll put the cash register right here, and then I think I want to put a little frog right there. It could use a little bit of extra lighting though, so I'll add these 2 cool meteor lights and a bird cage. Over in this corner, I really think I want to put some paper lanterns. Perfect, yes, yes, yes. Okay, this is gonna be a very cozy corner for you to snuggle with your pet. Make sure that it's big enough. We'll have a little chase right here, and then I'll put some really cozy carpet around it. Oh, that looks amazing. It actually makes me want to put more carpet everywhere else. Look at all of this pet stuff that I found. Okay, I'm gonna put a dog house in the window because it's red and it looks so good in this corner. Red pet bed beside it, and then a crouching pose for the kitty cats. Over on this wall, I'm going to put another little stand and probably some red trap doors. That way I can add more pets to buy. For a special treat, I want to include real life animals, but I want to make sure they're red animals. So I'll add a frame fence right here, make it red, spawn in a sheep and a mushroom, and attach them to the fence. Okay, so after some really tough deliberation, with myself, I think these guys are a little bit too big. So I ChatGPT'd a command that lets me summon in permanently baby animals. Okay, so I'm gonna copy and paste the command, and boom! Look at the baby! And he'll be a baby forever! I also summoned in a parrot. I'm gonna add a couple more lamps everywhere. And some pots with a few of my favorite red flowers. And that's the Red Pet Store. Time for the light blue hotel. This is a little bit of an intimidating building because it's really big. It actually has about 7 rooms in it. But what I'm gonna do is I'll decorate one room and basically just do the same exact thing in all the other rooms. Because I don't know about you, but the hotels I've stayed at have pretty similar rooms all around. Okay, so I don't use the floral pattern very often, but I really think it would look very good in this build. So I'm gonna do that for the walls. And then clay light baby blue for the floors. I'm glad we're doing the same color in each room because these rooms share a wall, so I would definitely have to do the same color regardless. Time for the floor, and time to go upstairs. And the floors. Okay, so I have a vision for this hotel. In the center, I want to do the welcome desk with some of these really cute blue pressure plates on each side and a silver laptop to check in. Right beside each window, I want to add some lamps and a painting in the middle. Perfect! I'll add some more lamps, some flower pots with some of my fave blue orchids, and some fairy lights. I think I want to put some carpet in front of the windows, behind the check-in counter, and in front. On this side, I want to put some loungers, kind of like a lobby area. Ooh, and some more lamps and paper lanterns. I also want to add this coat stand, even though I know it's not technically light blue. I just feel like that's exactly where a coat stand would go. I'm gonna replace the birch doors with these pretty blue warped heart doors. They definitely fit the vibe a lot more. And for the bedroom, I'll add a bed, make it light blue, a light blue dresser with a lamp, of course, a little pot with some flowers, some fuzzy carpet, and some paper lanterns. And I want to add a little pet bed right in the corner because my hotel is pet friendly. So I'll basically take this entire room and flip it on the other side. Ta-da! Now I only have to do it like 3 more times. And that's the last one. I think I want to do a stacked washer and dryer right here. I want to put a flower pot on top. Probably the ironing board not on that side. Probably the ironing board right here. Some towels everywhere. And I want the mop to be in the corner, leaning up against this wall. I'll put some really cute paper lanterns there. And then a little blue fluffy carpet. Up the stairs, we have the second floor lobby. And for the lobby, I just want to have a couple little seating areas with some fuzzy carpet, lamps, and more blue flowers. Now to mirror that on the other side. In the middle, I want to put a little blue dresser with a lamp. And then I want to put a picture, but I don't necessarily know if I'm gonna find a good blue one. Perfect! Just like the bottom floor. Okay, I kind of really like it better without the picture. I think the picture just makes it too busy. Yep, I was right. This looks a lot better. We'll put 2 more coat hangers, some paper lanterns, and that's the light blue hotel. Time for the green garden. So similarly to the market, I kind of want to replace these fences for some framed fences with green wool. That way it's kind of less brown and just more green. I really want to utilize different shades of green, so I'm going to use lime green wool for the fences. I'm also going to go ahead and place a couple green benches around and a couple of these really cute bamboo green chairs. But I really love the idea of doing more of like a traditional Japanese garden, mainly because I knew I had some koi fish and I really wanted to use them. There's already one little lonely koi fish in here, but I'm gonna give him a couple of friends. I wonder if I can play, yes, I can put pebbles in the pond. Okay, I'll put a couple pebbles in the water. Excuse me, Mr. Koi fish. I wanna use these koinobori children. I don't exactly know how to pronounce that, but I think they're so precious. All right, I want to put a couple pieces of bamboo around. Some more back here, some bamboo over here. And I also wanted to implement some green bamboo from Vanilla Minecraft. I'll just place a couple of them around the water. And some frame torches. And that's the green garden. Okay, it's definitely looking a lot better than it was, but I think there's still one thing missing. All right, I think it's finally ready for the big reveal. Ta-da! So remember what it looked like before to the after. I can't wait to show you guys around. Starting with the yellow fish shop, we have our really adorable yellow deck with a back entrance into the shop, an area we can cook and clean our fish, a place we can eat our fish, and somewhere we can display our fish. I added some very cute decorations and overall was super pleased with how this one turned out. Next, we have the pink clothing store with some window shopping and a ton of different shades of pink. You have a dressing room, a cash register, shopping, a kitty cat. It doesn't get much better than that. We also have an orange playground with a whole bunch of different toys that aren't exactly orange, but that's okay. We're gonna ignore it. In the center of all of it, we have the town square, the fountain, and the market area, where every market sells a different white item. When you're done shopping, you can go into the Turquoise Arcade, have a slice of pizza, play some games, or try your luck at the claw machine. Let's say you didn't win at the claw machine, but you still want a best friend forever. You can always go to the pet shop, and Mr. Frog here can help you find the pet of your dreams. Oh my gosh, ChatGPT lied to me! You guys were supposed to stay babies forever. We have our pets here in the little pet nook, a place to snuggle your pets, a place to buy your pets, and some pet items that you can buy. Right across from the pet shop, we have the Purple Cafe. Oh my gosh, I forgot how much I love this shop. You can come in here and get your tasty coffee, grab a muffin, and take a seat and eat it with your friends. And when you get really super exhausted of all of your shopping, eating, and playing, you can come back to your hotel room, where you're very sweetly greeted by Mr. Squid here and taken to one of your rooms for a very good night's sleep. Or you can just hang out with your friends in the lobby. And before you go to bed, you can do a load of laundry. After your little nap in the hotel, you can go to the green garden and catch some really nice serenity in the Japanese-style green garden. And to top it all off, I added some of the cutest rainbow trees. If you like this video and want to see more, you should subscribe. Bye!